Hi friends, in this video I'm going to make two of my favorite Kerala delicacies with sprouted ragi flour. One is known as Amani Kudakate and the other one is known as Pidi. Both of them are traditionally made with white rice flour. If you don't have sprouted ragi flour, you can use normal ragi flour. To start with, I'm going to make the sprouted ragi flour. For that I've taken 1 cup of ragi which is already sprouted. After sprouting the ragi, I kept the ragi on a cotton cloth to absorb all the water. Now I also pan dried it for some time to get all the water out of ragi. Now I've made it into a fine powder. As you can see, I'm going to sift it through a fine strainer and remove all the husk. If you want to see how to sprout ragi grains, there is a separate video on that. Please watch my millet playlist and you will get it from there. The link is also in the description. I have sifted all my ragi flour through this strainer and this is the husk left and this is the fine powder. I'm going to use only this fine powder for my recipe. However, this ragi rava, which is highly nutritious and high in iron, I'm going to use it in my dosa or idli batter. I got about 2 cups of ragi flour from this process. We need only 1 cup of ragi flour for this recipe. I've heated up a pan now and I'm adding 1 cup of ragi flour into this pan and pan fry it for some time. Make sure you stir the flour continuously, otherwise the bottom part will burn. Now I have added 2 tablespoons of grated coconut into this and I'm going to stir fry it for some more time until the coconut and the flour is well combined. Now I've taken 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. I'm going to rub it between my hands and add it to the flour. This cumin seeds will give a nice flavor to your recipe and also it will enhance digestion. Now I am adding 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt into this and mix it very well. Now I'm slowly adding boiling hot water to make a nice dough. This is similar to a roti dough. You can constantly stir it and make a fine dough without any lumps. Once the dough is nicely formed, you can turn the heat off and close it with a lid and leave it aside for cooling it down. Now as you can see, I got a really nice and smooth dough which I'm going to leave aside for cooling it down. Make sure you close it with a lid, otherwise the dough will dry out. I left it for about 10 minutes now and now it is cold enough for me to handle it. Now I'm going to make small balls with this. For that I'm going to wet my hands first and I'm going to make small balls by taking out small portions of this dough. Make small circles by rotating it with your palm. Now this is the size of the balls we need. As you can see, it's not too big, it's bite-sized balls. Now I've completed rolling all the balls out. I got about 50 balls I think. Now I'm going to steam it for about 10 minutes. You can use any sort of steamer. I'm using this small basket steamer which I have with my cooker. This is very convenient for a small portion. So I'm going to put all my small balls into this and close this with a lid and steam it for 10 minutes. While the balls are getting steamed, I'm going to make the gravy for the pidi. For that I've boiled half cup of water and added half cup of coconut milk into that. Now I'm going to bring this to boil. Make sure you put the heat on low temperature until it's starting to boil. Now I'm also going to add some coconut bit pieces and some curry leaves into this. These two will give a nice flavor for the gravy. You can also add some salt into this. Now let this boil and simmer it after boiling. Now it looks like our ragi balls are ready. It is nicely steamed. Now I'm going to turn off the heat and set this aside for a few minutes. If you touch it now, it will be too sticky. So I'm going to set this aside for some time. And then I'm going to add this to the coconut milk gravy. I'm only taking half of the balls and adding to the coconut gravy. The remaining half I'm going to use for the Amani Kudakate. Now boil this for a few more minutes and your pidi is ready to be served. Now for the Amani Kudakate, I've taken a thick bottom kadai, added 2 tablespoons of coconut oil into this, added mustard seeds and I'm also adding some curry leaves into this now. Now I'm also adding dried red chilies. You can also add some urdu dal or black lentils into this, but I'm not doing it this time. Now I'm going to add about quarter cup of grated coconut into this and give it a nice mix. Along with that, I'm also adding a pinch of salt and some chili flakes. Once the coconut is very well combined with the spices and the flavors are infused in the coconut, you can add the ragi balls into this. Now we can mix it very well and cover it and cook it for a few more minutes. Then your Ammani Kodakattis are ready to be served. I can definitely say this is as good as the traditional rice-based ones, and it is much more healthier. Kids will love it, so make it for them. Pidi is normally served with roasted coconut chicken curry, but for my vegetarian family, I'm serving it with roasted coconut soy chunk curry. This is really yummy too. If you like this video, please hit the like button now. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.